I'm Elamin Abdelmahmoud, and this is a special edition of Commotion because Canada Reads just wrapped up. A new champion has been crowned after 4 days of live debate. Shayla Stonechild brought home the win with this final defense.
A Two-Spirit Journey by Ma-Nee Chacaby with Louisa Plummer is more than just an autobiography. It is a book that is alive and it has a living spirit. Ma-Nee's journey of overcoming systemic oppression, addiction, and trauma while embracing her Two-Spirit identity resonates in profound ways. But the message in this book is universal. Ma-Nee's story is not only about survival, it's about thriving and about finding love for oneself and one's culture and one's community, even in difficult circumstances.
The book is right here. This is the one that I'm holding in my hand. The winner of Canada Reads for 2025 is A Two-Spirit Journey, Ma-Nee Chacaby, written with Louisa Plummer. Ma-Nee is an Ojibwe Cree elder, and this book is a document of her life. There are harrowing stories in this book of racism, of abuse, of homophobia, but there are also beautiful stories of love, hope, and community. It has been literally a couple hours since the final vote, and I'm honored to be joined by the very winners of Canada Reads 2025. Shayla Stonechild is here in the studio. Hey, Shayla, how are you?
Dance, oh my gosh, I just feel so good that I don't have to think about reading for a little bit after this.
I can see the relief. I can see the relief on your face. And Ma-Nee Chacaby joins us from Thunder Bay. Ma-Nee, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I'm excited. I'm excited that you both are here. I'm excited to talk about this win for both of you. Shayla, I'm going to start with you. What does this win mean for you?
You know, I think this win it's not just only my win. It's Ma-Nee's win just as much as it is mine. And I think going into this competition, I wanted to make this moment not about me. And I made it about Ma-Nee's journey. I made it about Two-Spirit people. And I made it about our community and, our country here in Canada and the kindness that we have here. And so that was my intention, was never to make it about me, but to make it about others.
Ma-Nee, you're currently sitting in a studio in Thunder Bay. I can see you. It's been literally, again, a couple hours since this win has happened. What was your reaction when you found out that your book won Canada Reads?
Well, I was jumping out of my seat, in and out of my seat. I'd run the other way when they were doing the debate, and then I would come and sit down. And then finally, I just sat down and watched it and thought, okay, if I don't win, that's okay, no big deal.
Yeah.
At least the book is traveling all over so people can read.
Well,
that's what I was thinking.
It's more than traveling all over. It won. I mean,
Yeah.
just before we started recording, you were saying that Shayla is now your new grandchild, and I just thought that was just like a very lovely kind of reaction.
My little warrior. She's my new grandchild. Yeah.
Oh. Ma-Nee, this book has been out for 9 years. That's quite a bit of time for a book to be out, and every year I feel like in a book's life, it takes on a different kind of journey. And then for it to arrive at this point in the journey 9 years later, that's quite something. Tell me about the life that this book has had since you published it.
I think it helped a lot of people. And some people would send me messages through email telling me they read my book and they thought it was awesome. Nobody knew that it was going to be in Canada Reads. I didn't either. So, we just, I was just so happy. And I would listen to the messages I would get. But I always used to pray and say, I hope there's more Native writers like people my age tell their stories. They don't have to be a writer, but there's young people that can do the writing for us now. We don't have to worry about our language. We have these young people that can do that, like Mary did for my book. When I was younger, before I wrote, I used to say I was going to write a book, but I never really thought that would ever happen because every book I used to look at was written by professionals. Students and, people that went to big schools, and I didn't do any of that. I didn't go to a big school or anything. I just pick up and learn.
I like the idea of you receiving all these emails and reactions to the life of the book. What's the best reaction you've had from a reader?
From a reader? One reader said to me that she was thinking about asking her grandmother to write her story and she didn't know how to approach it, and that she read my book and she was so happy that she was going to try and read it to her grandmother.
Oh,
I don't know if she ever did that, so
I hope she did. I
I
hope she
hope
did.
she's listening, whoever it is.
Yeah, I hope she emails you back and said, to tell you how that unfolded. We should also say,
Yeah.
the title of the book is A Two-Spirit Journey, the autobiography of a lesbian Ojibwe Cree elder. What was it like for you when preparing for Canada Reads? Because we were talking again before we started rolling, and you're like, I prepared. I did 8 hours of preparation a day while we were doing this. That's pretty intense. Tell me about that journey.
I wanted to win not just for myself, but for other Two-Spirit people out there and for Ma-Nee. And so I didn't take that lightly.
What do you say to somebody who's listening to this and thinking, you know what, I'd like to start writing down my life story? The idea that this book came out, when you were 64 or 65, I should say. That's not a lot of folks, will say, I didn't get a chance to write a book earlier. Maybe I shouldn't do so. But for you, that was the time. That was the time for you to start writing this journey. What do you say to somebody who's thinking, you know what, it's time for me to start?
Just be honest. That's what I would say, be honest. And for Two-Spirit people that's out there, I'd like to say to you all that I am so proud and happy for you all to be out there to read a book, any book, grab a book and just read it and start thinking about how to read with your grandmother or your mom to encourage them to write their stories. That's what I want to see. I want that and to be noticed.
That's a really beautiful message and also a really beautiful place to leave it. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for being here. And congratulations again to both of you.
Miigwech.
Thank you so much.
Miigwech.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. A Two-Spirit Journey by Ma-Nee Chacaby and Mary Louisa Plummer has won Canada Reads 2025. Shayla Stonechild defended it all the way to the end. You should go read it. My name is Elamin Abdelmahmoud. You can find episodes of Commotion wherever you get your podcasts. In the meantime, I'll see you soon.